Okay, here it is. We're live. We're going. Episode.
Hey.
Shit, is this 3?
What? I don't fucking know. Oh,
I know.
the new season?
Yeah, season 2, episode 3.
Yeah,
Yes,
3.
yes, it
is. I was going to say good luck.
I know as far as after season 1, right? Year 1 or whatever we were saying.
Dude, I still couldn't tell you how many episodes we had in season 1 because you were the one that kept track of it. You see it more than I do.
know. 20. What's half of 52?
Fuck yourself. It's
26.
25. Yeah, it's 26. It's 25 is 50, so 26.
So it was awfully close to that because it was like, we got to every other week average, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
I was going to say, because towards the end there, I was like, bullshit. I think like our last 4 or 5 have got to be actually on schedule. Like, as far as last week, like I said, that was just me being a bitch in a way. But it was like I would not have given a good podcast. I promise.
Right. Okay,
Is there something going on there?
I got really close to the mic because I'm just testing.
Oh,
I didn't test before.
Well, I seen your face change when you looked at the phone.
Oh no, I forgot to
which
test
one of us is not on?
Yeah.
But no, so I had to talk to my mom today, and apparently so now I guess it's, when was Martin Luther King Day? Was last Monday, right?
Monday, yeah.
So yeah, we know when it was coming up or whatever, because since we missed last freaking Friday, because like I said, we'll get back to that real quick. I was being a bitch, guys. I threw I'm young, threw my back out, and it was for real thrown out about once a year. It isn't just an adjustment.
Right.
I need to.
Dude, I know, like.
It killed me. It started out weird though because like I was gonna grab cardboard at work. Yeah. The strips were for someone boxing the I think it was Blazek boxing the running boards, you know. Sure. But Jacob was at the catching at the other end, you know. Yeah. And I turned around, went like and started to bend over like I was gonna scoop him. Yeah. And I dropped to one knee quick and I kind of like stood up pretty fast and he's like, what happened there? I'm like, oh shit. I was like, man, like I just, my back hit funny and I felt it all day, but it wasn't like terrible yet. You know, but I mean, I felt it for like the hour. I felt it, but it wasn't killing my mobility. Right. But dude, by lunch, I'd say, no, when I got back to work after lunch, I was actually bent. Ooh. Like I could not stand up straight.
Like crippled old man.
Yeah, I was bent over. Ooh. I was noticeably like not crabby, but you could see it on my face. I was in pain. Yeah. But of course, I didn't want to admit it to anybody. Like, no, it's fine, man. I just got to get in to get an adjustment. Right. Got an adjustment
on Friday.
Yes. Yeah. Wait.
On that day, right, when it happened.
No, I think this is Thursday
Thursday.
It happened.
Yeah.
And I got an adjustment. Yeah. And it definitely it didn't help my anything.
No shit.
But it got everything in the motion of getting better. Yeah. Well, then the next day, Friday comes, and I had work off, and it went in for that adjustment. And when he checked it out, he said, well, everything's loosened up for him, you know, but there's still no movement. He's like, everything I did yesterday just went right back. Wow. So, yeah, I did that. And this was a process, man, of getting her back and trying to also get my starter fixed.
I know.
Had to get a buddy to come over on Sunday because he was over on Friday. And he's like, well, why don't you got the part, man. Let's get under there. Yeah. I can't, dude. I'm like, you're talking to me and I'm laying down right now on the couch because I can't fucking move. But yeah, whatever the fuck. We ended up getting my truck fixed too. Long story before I go into that tangent. Yeah. But that's actually going to come up a little bit.
Absolutely.
But no, so yeah, it just, dude, that night too, I was sitting there and pacing my house. Yeah. Like chain smoking, just pacing my house. Like, come on, brother. You're going to fucking do it. And then I talked to my mom, and then a buddy called. And I usually, anytime I get on the phone with this buddy, we don't get off for an hour, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. But I was real short with him, and he's the one he's like, dude, He's like, what's wrong with you tonight? He's like, like not very talkative. Right. And I just told him, like, dude, I'm spent, my back, bro. And I was losing sleep because of my back. And I slept on my floor next to my bed.
Damn, really?
A couple nights, yeah. Ooh. And then, so then I got out the phone, made a couple more paces through the house. Yeah. And I was like, dude, well, don't let Jed know at fucking 9 that you can't do this, man. You got to make, it's like shit or get off the pot time. Yeah. You kind of got to make the call. And that's why I started it with like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I know, like it's over pain, which sucks, but me was gone. Like it was too much pain to be able to fake it.
That would have been like the night you puked.
But
it would probably 10 times worse.
No, it would have probably been about there as far as my demeanor and how I talked, but I would have been way. You would have seen it more on my face. Like, because if I had to sit here, I would have came over and had to have grabbed the mic and hold it and stand like.
Oh, no shit.
I would have had to have stood against the wall. I couldn't have sat like this.
Right.
No way in hell. Because if I would have sat here, this is where I would have been the whole night. I had to be like, dude, I'm staying. I got a fucking blanket. I got
no way. Right. There's no way I can move. Huh?
Dude, it sucked. Yeah. Terrible stuff. Oof. But I got over it. So that was why last Friday didn't happen.
Yeah. Damn.
About the same as when we had to miss because of your kidney stones or whatever.
Oh,
pain, man. Pain can really get a guy.
Right.
But, man. But I guess how's your day going? What the fuck? Anything interesting happened today?
This thing is pissing me off.
What, is it not fucking working?
It's working, but hello. Yes, okay. I'm good with anybody listening. I can see the sound waves, and then every now and again I can't. So I'm like, what the But I don't.
So you just got to quit paying attention.
That's exactly it. I just got to not watch it.
Not watch it, and then like periodically, I guess, give it a glance and just get close.
I get so paranoid.
Yeah, so get close, and when every once in a while, just to yourself, like take a look. Well, get close.
I get
back up.
So paranoid of the phone and the video camera because I've shot so many videos that have not been shot.
Oh fuck!
Holy shit! Like
that's a lot of potential content and time put into it that now
and you can't fake it. Like I make all my videos like this. I hit record, no prep.
Because the best authenticity and like I don't know. I think there's a magic in the moment that just can't be replicated.
Absolutely.
And even sometimes like with my snaps and whatever.
Yeah.
There's some of them that if I don't quite get right on the first take, I can't redo them because it's like
it's so true.
A lot mainly with Tank. Yeah. When Tank's involved, because those are obviously I'm winging it because I can't write a script for the dog. But he fucking if I don't catch it or if I don't like something or something like that, and like I can't do it again because usually it's like. He answered me or like right as I talk, sometimes I'll be like, the fuck you want? And I'll get a boom, a bark. And I'm like, oh, you're going to talk back to me now? And then, like it's too perfect to freaking, I don't know, man.
You can't fake it.
So I hear you.
Yeah. There was like all those WOD videos, the workout videos.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many of them that I didn't make because the dumb phone wasn't working or the dumb operator, me, right? Didn't hit record, or the video camera was out of memory. I mean, so many variables.
Fuck, that beer went down the way wrong too, bro. It happens though. These phones too are sometimes confusing. I mean, I've thought I was recording several times and not been, which has been like, that's trash. Fuck, I can't do it now.
Right. No, it's true. Like the kids ruined, so I say ruined, they really made the video. They're just doing it. But like, I'd be like, oh, guys.
You can try, dude. You can be like, oh, you're talking about they came in when they weren't supposed to on your video?
Well, just all the things, that kids do, or like...
Well, I was going to say, if you were making a video with them and like say you fucked up, didn't record, and you tell them, do the same thing. Like do exactly
Well, it's
that.
really because they were really little before, and they were just trying to do the moves, and then something happened, and then I tried that whole like motion again.
Yeah.
Then they were done. I'm like, guys, come back over here. Let's do another workout. They're like, what? Like you did that today already.
Yeah.
We're over. Let's move to the next thing.
They couldn't comprehend why. And
damn it.
Oh, dude.
So there's so many videos that did not get recorded, so I'm just like in my head about this shit
making
better
sure the audio
be working, right?
Well, and now, man, like I swear, the audio worked better. Like say that mic went out.
Yeah,
we would have better audio if we unplugged them both and fucking did the old school.
Yeah,
because I swear when it was the mic not working, when you listen to that, holy fuck. The fact that you said it, well, it just sounds like you're far away, like you can hear them, but then I listen to it and find it like, I'm like, no, you can't. Like you can't hear them, man. Yeah, like it's like you can't hear you. Like you can't.
It's like if I were talking to you from like Jessica's work area, way on the other side,
with the door shut.
Yeah,
fuck.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oof,
it was, who knew? Because then I wasn't looking at the sound waves or anything. I was just kind of like, well, it's probably fucking working. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now, no. Dumb.
Fuck, man.
But no, as far as day goes, dude, okay, so this job. So anybody who has not been following.
I get asked a lot, and I'm like, dude, yeah, he's got to be.
Let me tell you, this, let me short up everything. Yes, I enjoy the shit out of it, and let me just go off a little bit on why.
Let's hear it, dude.
It is conscious, intentional actions continuously. Now I know that's a lot, right? But like, holy shit. Have you ever thought about what?
Well, like repetition type work.
Yeah, it is.
You have to be like, it's not one of the mindless jobs.
No.
Like okay.
It's the complete opposite. Like it has repetition, yes. And you're building in batches because I'm assembling shocks, learning.
1 second.
Yeah.
Can you be when you do look?
Yeah.
Can you be conscious on time?
Oh, I got my watch. Yeah.
You're like 10:30-ish. Like if we're still in the heat of something.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
right.
like, all right.
I got you.
Let's buck. No.
Yeah. But okay. So like, have you ever thought about what your shocks, your suspension is in anything you're riding on?
Yeah.
Now I have not. Like I've never thought about suspension. Fuck, I don't care. Right? Like whatever. This is just what it is, how it works. Not at all.
Do you care now?
Oh shit, yeah.
I bet you do. Yeah, it's a big thing.
Holy shit! And then like the I don't know the terms yet. I'm so working on it, and Jake would kill me right now because he's like, just fucking know the terms. Like, dude's a really good teacher, crazy good teacher, because he knows when to stop. Right? He's like, okay.
Like when you've hit the point of like I can't.
This
take
is
anymore.
enough information
and
for right now.
Everything you tell me from here on out is going right out the back.
He's fucking phenomenal. Like he really does. And so every component of this shock is thought of. Everything. I'm talking.
Is it all made in house?
Yeah.
No fucking shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I guess
every part. Okay, with the exception of like O-rings.
Well, and, no doubt.
But every machined piece is in-house. Holy shit. I know, dude.
So he makes the fucking actual, like shock part himself. I obviously don't know the
shaft. No worries.
Like
the shaft, yeah.
With the damn.
The eyelet. Yep.
Yeah, but like the whole where it's actually working, like the main the backbone of that fucker.
Yes.
Everything under the coil. Like, damn.
And like it's so it's crazy, everything dude. That I'm learning, I look at him, I'm like, this has come from your brain.
Well, that's got to be why he's successful, man, because he's thought this through.
Dude,
he's not buying other people's parts and assembling a
and that's what I mean as far as like the conscious, intentional action. Yeah. Like you cannot fuck up. Like there is zero. Like,
well, now at the beginning.
Oh,
in the writing process.
Right. I mean, definitely.
There was,
right?
Probably.
But like he's got it down perfectly, and he's broke it down into exactly how we're doing it because I don't know what I can give away, right? Like I don't know what information that I can give. But
yeah, feel you there.
And I'm not I don't want to ruin
that.
Yeah,
no shit.
But it's so incredible because I mean I'm doing the thing yesterday.
And what company is this now?
Oh yeah, Raptor Performance Shocks, everybody.
Hey,
Come on,
go.
right?
Hey, if you
RaptorShocks.com. Check it out.
They are a hell of a shock, I'll tell you that. I've never used them, but I've just seen and know the guy. I mean, I don't know him well, but met him and I seen the shop, man. You're gonna want to fucking check him out.
That's no joke. Like,
promise.
I'm doing the thing, and I did screw up, right? Like, obviously, I'm still learning, but I did screw it up, and he brought it to my attention in such a non-condescending way, right? Like the nicest way possible. Without making you feel stupid, because it was, oh, damn it. So I brought it to him, and I was like, I fucked this up. And he's like, but I don't think you can. I have it broken up into, you can't fuck this up. And I'm like, well, I found a way.
Yeah, you know, full-blown idiot-proof this.
Right. So he's like, okay, but what were you doing while that was happening? And I'm like, talking. You know, like
bullshit.
Right. And he's like, okay. And this is why, you know, we say, and he does it to me, but I don't even notice, right? And another guy does it to me and I don't even notice. But it's hold that thought, I'll be right with you. It's like you have to, it's the intentional, conscious movements, like you have to make them. And you have to focus in hard. And it's like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me for a minute. I got to get all this done. And you got to get it right. It's so, and that's.
Every time.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of times in a day, you must get this right.
Holy moly. There is no.
Actually, like, there's going to be a point where you probably can't fuck it up. Because of muscle memory, when that starts getting in there too.
Right.
But.
Right. So then we added a step in there where it's like, cool, you do this and that you keep it right there. Cool.
Yeah.
But that was, I mean, every single thing. There are some mind numbing, you know, put an O-ring on a screw. Okay, you can't fuck that up, right? Like.
Fuck you, man. I'm sure there's been a way. If someone's found it.
Right. Like you don't do it. You'd be like, yeah, I did that one. But. It is. There's so many components where like I look at it going, okay, I get, because he talks out loud like as he works.
I think so, yeah.
Like not talks out, thinks out loud.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just where people will stop and like, wait, what was that? Like,
right.
You know, I get it a lot, so I'm right with him.
I'm do it right too. So if anybody were to like pass through like the assembly room. You're like, what the fuck are these two doing?
Who the fuck are they talking to?
Exactly, because they're not doing anything in the same conversation. You're like, no.
It works to my benefit though sometimes because I got my headphones on, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll still say this stuff out loud when I've got that on.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, it'll be a phone call that I'm taking with my headphones on.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So sometimes people don't realize I'm talking on my phone.
Yeah.
Not like I can't.
Right.
It's just like it's not blatant. So then I get people who will like interrupt it a lot of time. Like, hey, fuck you, man. I'm on the phone. Like, well, how do I know, man? You're always talking to yourself. I'm like, oh, yes. Touche.
Touche. Exactly it. Oh, totally. Yeah, so, you know, anybody who's listening who's wondering, am I enjoying it? Absolutely.
Yeah, like okay. That's what I've been saying.
It is crazy cool.
But, like, I know one of your coworkers in QA of the female. Yeah. There you go. She's been doing a lot of work in the wash.
Yeah.
Off and on.
Yeah.
But, she was asking if I'd talk to you if you enjoy it. I just, like, there's been about 3 or 4 people asking, you know, where you went to, if you enjoy it, this and that, like, or else I get people asking me, why'd you leave?
Right.
And, I get a lot of it because people still know us as friends, but then when I've got your name on the vehicle that I'm driving, That also, very much so. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, he might know then.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I fucking know.
Exactly.
But I don't at the same time. I'm like, I guess we hadn't really, like, I know, like, when I asked you the last time, you were still, like, your answer was that you were, I'm learning, you know?
Right.
So,
I didn't have many hours. It was like really preliminary shit.
Yeah, so
I actually just started like a shaft assembly like late last week, and I looked at Jake and I'm like, dude, I'm fucking doing it. And he's like, yeah, people can die if you fuck that up. So I'm just gonna like, don't fuck that up. And I'm like, oh.
Well, I can tell you,
shit.
That 95, I had a 95 Jeep Cherokee Sport that was the shit in high school.
Yeah.
And it was like, it had just enough lift in it for the tires.
Yeah.
It was 33-inch tires, big Wranglers and shit.
Yeah.
It was a nice big Jeep, but it didn't go obnoxious.
Yeah.
It was like a conservative badass, but it made it more badass that they didn't overdo it.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
The brush guard, though, was... I always got asked where I bought the brush guard.
Yeah.
Brush guard was handmade steel, welded together, welded directly to the frame of that motherfucker.
Wow.
And like the guy I bought it from didn't trust like the voltage and like no, he trusted his welding skills before anything else. And whatever. But now that thing one time, and this even had like nice aftermarket suspension in the front. Well, I was going to a buddy's place, and he lived over right on the other side of some tracks.
Yeah.
And I fucking punched it right before the tracks, you know?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, he came up and...
fly. Yeah.
Well, I didn't really... all I did was, like, come up a little bit, you know?
Sure.
But when I came down, my passenger side suspension, like, the shock in there fucking locked up. Open.
Oh shit.
And just like
oh, you went this way then.
Yeah, I was so I tilted almost right on my like it was scary as fuck. And then all of a sudden like and there's a passenger up here like trying his damnedest not to roll into me, but then you just heard it and that fucker bent like the shaft outside of the column there.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing finally bent. And the whole thing just fucking got destroyed, obviously, but locked it up. So now imagine, like, if, like, that happened at the worst opportune time or something. Like, granted, I wasn't going that fast when it happened. Sure. But I was already hitting the brakes when it did because I was stopping right away.
Right.
So, like, but then I brought it to the shop or whatever. To have them get like, so I had to order the part. Yeah. But I bring it to them. But what they did do for me was at least get the fucker out of there. Yeah. So it wasn't like driving a meat wagon. It was just stiff.
Right.
And my truck now that I drive currently, that's a fucking just up my ass. This truck, that has shit suspension in it. It's got clapped out suspension. So like, I don't normally notice that other people do because they're not used to it. But when I'm like driving on the interstate, right, and you go over the crossings there, like anytime that happens, when I come up and I get on top of the bridge, you know, kind of comes up like that. Yeah. It fucking.
Oh, it really
like
gives
it
you
bounces like a son of a bitch to the point of like
bottoming out to the tires.
It's
or whatever.
bad, man. And then. Like I've been in a vehicle so bad that it was like an old Geo type vehicle, like a Metro or something. Yeah. Back end suspension was clapped out so bad that in the back seat people would actually get it bouncing, and it would slap the ground.
Oh no shit! Jesus.
Yeah, they could pop it off the ground sometimes. So yeah, dude, suspension's a big deal when it starts going out.
I never thought of any of that.
Yeah,
you know, like I'm like, there's no fucking way this can be, you know, anything that is important.
Oh yeah, dude. And I thought, like, the only reason I've ever thought of it, aside from them times and shit, is like when I obviously I had to sell it, but I had that Banshee, the Yamaha, and that quad had really nice suspension in it and whatnot, and like, So, I mean, and I've just driven shit with shit suspension versus good. And you can definitely tell the handling is much better.
Well, and that's what, he does. The majority of right now is snowmobile suspension.
Yeah.
And we're just getting into like trucks and stuff.
Oh, so he is doing vehicles now.
Yeah. And like going into...
No four-wheelers though, or sport quads?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just figured... That was the next step.
Right.
Not snowmobiles, skip the quad market and go into trucks and full-size
Pretty
vehicles.
much. That's what we're doing. Like, and it's...
But there's money there, though.
Dude, is there ever. Like, he was telling me today, and I can give this information away. This suspension that I've assembled... Now, I haven't, like, charged it and done that. I'm kind of jacked to do that, like nitrogen
dude.
and,
I'm curious to talk to you because I've always wondered how they do it.
It's crazy. And, like, I'm watching, so I don't really know. But he's like, so the stuff that you've put together so far, those go on $250,000 vehicles. I'm like... Fuck you.
They'd be like, well, so no. I will never own one of these shocks.
Right. But I mean, they're affordable shocks.
No, but I know, but you're never, what would you buy it for? A wall hanger?
Well, you can put them on,
Oh, fuck. I'm
the same way. I just looked at him like, fuck you, dude. Like, what? He's like, no, like, think about where these are going. I'm like, okay. So
it is a cool feeling, like when you know that shit.
Yeah. Like there's I know I've said it, but there's so many sub assemblies that you have to do because from start to finish there's a solid 50 plus parts in there. And like
I bet.
Everything has its place perfectly.
Curiosity, the chamber there where you charge, where all the nitrogen shit goes, how much shit is actually in there?
Like actual fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just depends how big it is.
Well, like but as far as parts that go in there before it's like charged and has fluid in it and shit, like, do you build that part?
Yeah. Dude.
Fuck.
There's probably anywhere from 10 to 20 pieces in there.
Damn right. Okay.
Dude.
I've never taken one apart.
Yeah.
And because the only time I was ever going to, I didn't know how to how would you do it, like, without uncharging it? And I don't know how to uncharge it.
I don't know either.
And I didn't want it to, I didn't know if it would go off like a bomb because I know they're nitrogen filled.
Right. It wouldn't, because I've seen them do that too. It wouldn't, but you can't get it back after you do it unless you have, the nitrogen for it and the correct amount of fluid and the combination that you need.
I had shocks from a sled that we were going to see if they would fit on my Banshee.
Sure.
Now, granted, you got to understand, that's going to be different. It's a different type of vehicle, so they're going to need to be different.
Absolutely.
And I know that my brother-in-law he got me in touch with Luke Gooderjohn from, he's a fireman with Craig and all them too.
Oh, but,
he's like very high. I think he's head of engineering over in Polaris.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
If he's not a head of engineering, he's one under that.
Right.
Like, he's up there.
Yeah.
And to talk to him to see if it was possible or if we could recharge it or change it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what we figured out because I was still using then, but I can't remember dick. But I remember talking to him, and I remember ultimately we didn't do it. We didn't go for it.
Right.
It was one of them things, and that's something that if you think about it one day when you're learning to charge it, ask that man if you can do that shit.
Be like, if you're out in the field, can you take that apart?
Or no, but but let's say now if I took that and wanted to put it on a sled, if it was made for this, you made it specifically for a quad.
Sure.
Now if I were to want to put it on a sled, could I change it?
Right.
It would work.
Well, I know with Raptor shocks, you can. I don't know if it's like if it would work the same as far as like if you want to adjust how tight
so, I
it
mean,
is.
it'd be the coil on that though, correct?
Right. But if they're Raptor, I know you can because I've put those freaking adjusters together.
Yeah, I'm just like wondering.
But how easy is it would be the question.
Right, but now I'm sitting here going like, I don't know if you would necessarily have to do anything other than the coil. Right. But I remember the conversation that I had, and there was like a definite difference that I had to make from the sled to the old the Raptor.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what it was, man. But yeah, it was something like that. So I'm just curious, maybe because I'm a novice at this conversation. I could be 100% wrong.
But yeah.
But yeah,
I'm just going from the inside out now because I've never. Like, I'm looking at the snowmobiles. He's got snowmobiles, obviously. Why wouldn't you? Because
probably,
test,
probably like custom built.
No, actually, pretty stock.
Really? But, wow.
Yeah.
For a guy who owns like an aftermarket business, you would think.
Pretty stock, but the shocks, right? Like,
well, granted. But he got a good price on them.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly. But I'm noticing all of the parts, that BB would put together. I'm noticing, like, it's all coming full circle. And I'm
now you actually, I suppose, we talked one night about that, how you never knew what it looked like. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like.
I benefit just because, not because I've owned sleds my whole life,
right.
Just because I grew up in Roseau.
Sure, right,
and like there's sleds
everywhere
players,
in
man.
The freaking backyards, front yards, side yards,
definitely,
whatever.
I've seen all the parts and shit like that.
I've never, even comprehended any part of this. And then I'm in this job. I'm like, I own a vehicle with suspension. You own whatever probably has
anything
some kind
you're
of
driving
suspension.
Around has got that. Yeah. But like,
I don't ever think about it.
Suspension. I mean, like, aside from like, I don't know, like in the 80s, like there were like the Honda 3-wheelers.
Right.
Most of them, like the 80s, like the early 91s. I mean, the early 80s, like the 185Ss, 125s. A lot of them don't have suspension at all.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that made them dangerous because you're driving on balloons.
Right.
So if you were to jump it or like get something, they can boom,
right.
Spring you right off that fucker.
Yeah, I know it.
Or if the front end bounces up and you land with the turned the handlebar.
Yeah.
What happens then?
Dude, you're ass over apple cart. Yeah, dude.
I did it once. I thought I did one flip in the air, landed on my hip.
Yeah.
The guy behind me, I did 2 full rotations, like a rag doll.
Right.
Like I was doing handstand cartwheels, like 2 of them in the air, man.
Yep.
Didn't even know I spun that much.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking A, man. So yeah, suspension is everything.
It's just
a lot.
I
think it's more important in certain things than others.
Absolutely. The other part that excites me almost every day is the fact that I hang around a person who's so fucking passionate. Like, like this guy.
And knowledgeable.
Well, right. And combine those two together and you're just like, Jesus.
Well, when you can identify that kind of, or that level of driven.
Yeah.
Like drivenness, I guess.
Right. Yep.
I think it's just inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then when you can take, because there's a lot of people who would like the term or the term too smart for their own good.
Yeah.
Way too common, but when you find someone with that knowledge who's got the drive and the ability to use it, dude, there's still a lot that don't use it.
Exactly. You're like, dude, what are you doing here? Right? Mm-hmm. Like in here. Oh, I don't know.
Like just didn't work out.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not, trying to take the risk is what they really mean. Yeah. Like I'm afraid to take the risk.
I'm that person with fitness, right? Like I'll toot my own horn for a second to say, dude, I'm fucking wicked smart with that.
Yeah.
I will figure you out and I will fix you. Just don't ask me to fix me.
Right? Every time.
But I fix me. I'm good with that. But anyway, like I'm that guy. So if anything, he inspires me to like take that risk.
More,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I was going to say, like, I didn't know what you quite meant 100%. Like, you're that guy. I didn't know if you meant in the just the driven, because you are a very driven guy.
Yeah.
And like whatnot and knowledgeable, yes. I mean, but I didn't know if you were talking about to take the plunge and like go full risk and
right.
Because I mean, high risk, high reward, or
right.
But people want the reward, but with low risk, and it's sorry, son,
right. Doesn't work.
Don't
like
exist. If it did, guess where we would all be?
Exactly.
Hey.
Yep. And and that was one thing. I was gonna rent that space, and now I'm not going to, because right now it just doesn't seem like a good time to open up a brick and mortar fitness center when fitness keeps getting opened and closed.
Yeah, you're right.
That's probably not a good idea.
Oh yeah, but when it feels that it ain't gonna happen anymore, I feel it's probably the best time because of the fact that all these quarantine people, especially people with self-conscious behaviors and shit, like they're all gonna be like, God, I gained 10 pounds over quarantine. What the fuck?
Right.
Sucks.
Well, the other thing is the trends. I'm following trends.
Oh, yeah.
And there are more people buying stupid fucking spin bikes with the iPad strapped to it than ever. Peloton, right?
The bikes, though?
Dude, I know.
But like, that's old school. Like, you know why they died off in the fucking 90s? Because the shit sucked. I mean, granted, it's cardio, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've actually I can see why you wouldn't like this, but I actually like the mirrors.
Sure.
With the trainer in it.
Yeah.
Whenever my sister got one of them, I haven't seen it.
See, that's what I knew it. Like, I know. You can have a mirror with an iPad strapped to the fucking thing.
Is that what it is? Dude, I thought you could see the trainer in the mirror.
You're 100% right. I'm just clicheing the whole thing. Like, that's all it is. You're going to spend $2,500 for a fucking mirror with an iPad taped to it?
That eventually is going to run out of original shit.
That is going to be like everything else that you have for fitness.
Right.
Also known as a coat hanger.
It's a fucking
dust collector.
The new thing.
Exactly.
You remember the fucking ab lounge thing?
Dude, ab lounger.
The roller for the perfect.
Your ab roller, your thigh master, Suzanne Summers,
the
word up, right?
Master.
Like, goddamn it.
That is the best example of
a
fatter, popular one,
Everything.
Jesus.
The treadmill that you hang all of your clothes that you're never going to wear again on.
I fucking seen in a house, I don't know what year it was.
Yeah.
Thing looked like it ran on fucking diesel and looked like it was going to kill you when you went into it. But basically like this thing, it was like a straight stand with like this belt on it. And the belt fucking vibrated and gyrated.
Yeah, dude. My parents had one.
Yeah, the reason we ain't never seen them fuckers is because obviously they were popular once. They 100%. Died out that same year, man. And that's pretty much, I would say, with fitness.
Yeah.
That happens. And I don't understand why no one's ever noticed that, before. I'm sorry, I'm bagging this up. I just don't want to tip.
Yeah.
But hasn't noticed this before researching and buying these products. Dude. Why wouldn't this? You gotta ask yourself, why is this not gonna be like the next one?
Right.
Like Connie's using the damn thing. So
now,
right,
I'm calling you out, Connie. 6 months from now, you better be fucking using that.
She may use it for a long term. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I'm gonna say, eventually when you're on the repeat part of it, like when you've already seen this and done this, like the trainer's no longer a trainer. You're going to get annoyed of that trainer being there and fake pumping you up. Unless them things are connected.
You can go live.
Okay, like I said, that's decent. And if they're consistently updating them or something like that, we got maybe potential there.
But that's where I mean, as far as like opening up a brick and mortar store isn't actually what people are wanting.
No, they're not.
The trend is
because
not
they have to leave their houses.
Exactly.
And
so the trend is going online, which I've been online for fucking years. right? Like, look at my first video shot in 2014. So that's when it wasn't cool to be online.
Well, I'll say, like, granted, it's like right now they don't want to. It's like they didn't want to leave their houses though, but like to go to the gym or to go to a trainer or any of that.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
Right.
Like, you know, like it's that. Well, it's the quickest and easiest excuse that I don't have time to fucking leave, go here or go there. Now, if you were full time and we're making nothing but house calls,
right?
There you go, bounce that out perfect. Now I don't feel so fucking. I thought I was gonna fuck the whole thing up, but yeah, dude, no. I think maybe then there's potential there, but that still doesn't require to open a store.
No, it doesn't. Like,
it really doesn't.
There is less risk in that, and really. And the reason all this came up is because Jake, right? Like, he told me, and it was like, he said it perfect. He's like, dude, you can take a break at what you're doing. It's okay to take a break, but it's not okay to give up.
Right.
I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll accept that. Yeah. And I haven't taken a break. It's just, I'm not pursuing the brick and mortar part of it. I would love it right here.
The brick and mortar is going to be overall more profitable because you, in that sense, like, so if you were making them house calls and shit, essentially you're going to see and help a lot less people,
right? Which
means a lot less people are going to be paying you,
right?
I guess, like, because you're offering a service like that, you can charge them more.
Yeah.
But I think if you had an open room and you were able to fill that and actually train a lot of people at the one time,
yeah.
If they're all paying membership type shit,
right?
Hey, you know, it's gonna be more profitable and probably less of a headache, unless like you're barely hitting the bills for the fucking place,
right?
But,
and I foresee that at first.
Oh, I would imagine any place is gonna be.
And that's.
But no, if you were doing the house call thing, though, you start building more and more and say, hey, we're going to be moving to this now, you know, fucking A.
I feel like that's the route. Like, that would be the route. Like, I do that now.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but I feel like it could be more.
That's how you got this gig.
Right. That's how I got all but my first job here, right? Like, went to Marvin.
Yeah, but then got BB
right. Trainer. Exactly. Yeah.
This one because you're a trainer.
Well, actually, Marvin was the first one that I didn't get because I was training. I got that clinic job because they found out I was into health and wellness. Mm-hmm. So ever since that one, being in this area, I've gotten because of the training part. Yeah, so like, fucking whatever. I'll take it how I can get it.
No doubt.
I just feel like there's always learning happening or experiences happening. Whatever it is, that's the best part, I feel. And then going to a place where, not that it isn't there, but like today's Friday. Happy Friday, right? Dude, how about just today is a good day? Like, it doesn't matter what day
actually,
it is.
So I guess we're going to fucking take a turn into how my day was now.
Yeah.
Fucking because of that, it just it brought me to a message I sent to Jess. Not your Jess.
Yeah.
Jess. Work Jess.
Yeah.
So my day started off waking up fucking late, and which is not late like I couldn't make it to work.
Right.
Late, just like late. So my whole routine was fucked up.
Yeah.
But then I started my truck up with the Astro Start, did all my shit, you know, whatever, made it out the door, perfect time.
Oh, I didn't know you started with Astro Start, so
I didn't know nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No.
So I started it with Astro Start, right?
Oh, fuck.
And why would I go out and start it?
Right.
The night before, I always, when last time tank goes out, I make sure my heater's on and everything, like all the dials are right.
Yeah.
Well, by the time I fucking leave my house at, you know, a little before 1:45, so I'm making perfect time. Opened that door up and he had hit with smoke and the scent of electrical burning.
God damn it.
It was bad, man. So like, and I stood there for a second too, like, and rubbed my face. Like my eyes just that fucked up. No, right. Man.
Like, did it just get foggy?
Yeah, like it was rough. So then
Jeez.
I reached in calmly even, just turned everything off and then shut the truck off, called Jacob and like, hey man, so I ain't going to be there for like 20 minutes to a half hour. And now a little thing there, but like today was supposed to be him and I going right off the rip, just two of us. We run them out. We're out in like an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah. So I don't get there now and for another half hour. So he's going to be there for a little longer. But he started doing some shit like drilling out the running boards, like the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept busy.
Yeah.
But so I right away, I'm like, shit. I get out, shut the door. But anyway, like before I even did all that, I turned everything off.
Yeah.
And like watched the smoke go out the fucking vehicle. And I couldn't help but step back and laugh. Like, I'm like, God damn it, man.
Right.
I was in this truck no less than fucking like 8 hours. Like probably less. Like probably about 6 hours ago.
Right.
It could have went out last night. It could have went out like yesterday. Anytime. But nah, dude. It's going to go out at 5:45 on a fucking on my day off when I'm going into work for nothing really.
Right.
I mean, a lot of shit in the terms of my job, but like time-wise for nothing and pay, an hour of work.
Right.
And that's what is going to happen. And of course it's colder than fuck.
So
I just I shut the door and fucking fucking hit the key or whatever in your vehicle, and I didn't start it that night before. Usually, if I'm gonna take it, I make sure to start it the night before so it'll start in the morning.
Yeah.
Fuck. Of course, she was just too cold and hadn't been started. So like the battery shot. If you don't know that, listeners, battery shot. So I got to keep her started every once in a while to keep that battery.
Well, what two weekends ago? Yeah. Is it now 3 weekends ago?
I think this is the third.
This
is the third.
So 3 weekends ago, your starter went out, and I was like, dude, just take the car.
Yeah.
I think you were blown away, which I
was too, and that's why I'm gonna that's why I fucking told you about the battery. Now I got some time or whatever, but like I'm like, dude, you didn't even hesitate to throw me them keys.
Shit,
like,
dude, here.
Well, no, I'm just like,
I know,
because you know a lot about me and everything. So I mean, I know you can, the change in me or whatever, but like most people would be like, your fucking history with vehicles, dude, no way. But I mean, granted, it's an old vehicle and shit, but like, and there's trust involved with that. And like, I don't know, it blew me away. But that definitely did.
Yeah.
No questions asked, just boom, keys. And I was,
here you go, dude.
There was that night driving away. But
this morning.
Oof. Yeah. So I immediately popped the trunk, I popped the hood and everything and just string the cords over because I wasn't feeling like fucking around in my booster box.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I'm already late now and shit. So I called Jacob, told me to be late.
Yeah.
Strung them across. And
so does it smoke without the heat on?
No, well, I don't. Well, it did this morning because that's what I'm getting to.
Right.
By the time it took me to I pop the hood and I shut the door.
Yeah.
And all of it was out by the time I shut the door. And like strung the cords.
Yeah.
And went after connected. I went back to start it. Mm-hmm. And when I opened the door, it wasn't as bad, but it was already filling up again.
No shit.
So I'm like, oh god damn! There's like there must be it was smoke, just fire.
Right.
Jump in through my driver's side and got my head underneath where the motor is.
Yeah. Like
the blower motor and all the fucking fan and heat shit. And no, dude, it wasn't avidly burning. It was just that hot still. Because, of course, they'd been running for 15 minutes trying.
Jesus. And you could have walked outside to a truck on fire.
Well, Lord knows when it's finally. Because I'm guessing this happened. Like, my heater has been grinding for a minute.
Yeah.
And, like, so a bearing or some shit had already gone out.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it probably started fine. It was going. And at some point finally locked and just
so
it stopped short,
right?
So it stopped out, shorted out, and then fucking
just
so
started
only knows
the heating
how
process.
long it did it.
Dang.
But either way, when I opened the door and seen it filling up again, now I was questioning like, holy fuck, how much it shorted out?
Yeah.
Oh my god, damn. So I was just happy that it started again.
Right.
Like, who knows? Like, if it would have hit some other electrical and shorted out throughout, this could be a chore.
Right.
So
rewiring and
Jesus. Man, it could be a real chore to find out like what all shorted out. But anyways, it should be fine. It should just be under the dash from what I've seen. Anything that's like noticeably melted and shorted out is just there and it's fine. But
dude, this comes just after you put in
that's the
starter.
Shitter part,
God
dude.
Damn it.
That's why I put that snap up. Like, I'm like, I just got started, by the way.
Right.
Like, I just got it going.
I'm like, what the
So that happens. And then I get into work, whatever. Me and Jacob end up being there, though, until like 9, I think, in the morning, which was fine with both of us because it's like we're here.
Right. Make it worth it.
Yeah. And, but there was some dispute over what needed to be shipped, and we were short some. And there was some rights that Kyle had fucking reworked that I didn't know about, kind of thing that I thought were already bad. And, well, whatever. And then I was told, like Jacob, when we got asked about Friday, it was literally we were clocking out.
Oh, no.
At the end of our week, know? So obviously they can't force the shit.
Right.
Me, strongly implied means forced. But it wasn't even that really. Craig was fucking with me. Mm-hmm. And, but he just asked, he's like, well, what about tomorrow? I'm like, we don't work tomorrow.
Right.
And he said something about needing them running boards out. And he's like, do you think you can come in the morning? He's like, I will make sure they're drilled.
Yeah.
And all you'll have to get, they were already brushed. Andy Bird, he's like, all you would have to do is come in.
Right. Wash
run them through into totes so that when we get here, we can ship them immediately.
Sure.
And I was like, Jacob was clocking out. I'm like, what do you think, Jacob? I'm like, you want to come in with me tomorrow morning for this or whatever? And he goes, and his answer was, yes, if it's only that,
Yeah.
So like, that's what, after saying that, and Craig, I fucking love you guys. You're the best. Offered to buy him some beer and shit. Whatever the hell. But so the fact that he stayed till 9, like when I got there though, he's like, I figured first break, more or less. And I'm like, okay, so the fact he stayed past that was already kind of a miracle. Yeah. But now they're trying to, like, after we got everything out, they were trying to fucking, they were wanted anyway, us to stay and do the rights, all the rights that were bad that got fixed to be good all of a sudden. Yeah. No, I even said it like because I was leaving. I was talking to QA about it, and Kyle, you're not staying to do them sides. I'm like, no. Here's why, because it's already a miracle that Jacob's still here.
Right.
All right. He did his part. Yeah. And so did I, man. I'm like, I don't get this lax of a fucking weekends like very often, so we're gonna take it. Yeah. And I was like, I was coming in to run them, box them, done. Right. And that's what, and I already did more than that. So, but now I went home and did my thing, took a sweet ass nap. So we had a chunk in our day where it's just kick ass. Dude, and then I wake up and get a call from Robbie, who tried to fuck with me right away. He's like, you left too early. You weren't supposed to leave yet. I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, right, dude. Shut up. Try again. Right. Well, he was telling me, he was just giving me the courtesy heads up of some rework issues that were going to come up for me. Because they were all, like, he said, these panel tops I'm doing right now and, like, whatever. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, panel tops. I'm like, dude, why the fuck are you doing panel tops? Sure. And he fucking, he's like, dude, I don't know, man. All of a sudden, I got an email set up for one thing, and all of a sudden got bombarded last second, told to switch these panels. And he said this and that. And I'm like, well, when the fuck are they due out? He's like, yeah, we need 20 sets out like yesterday. And I'm like, okay. So I had a choice right there to either wait for Craig to call me or just do it on my own terms. Call in. I call him and I called him. He was at the vet. He was right off the rip giving me shit. I think he called me bitch spice or something, you know. Everything's fine. But then he said that he was going to do it since I was lazy and I left.
Oh,
and I laughed. I was like, lazy? Like, I didn't know nothing about no panels. He's
right.
Like, yep, nope, neither did I. I laughed a bit. But so I just kind of told him, like, all right, man, well, hell, dude, yeah, that's sweet. Go ahead and do them up, man. You're getting rusty anyway.
Yeah.
Give him a little shit. And I was like, but
right.
I'm positive the brushes aren't switched yet, though. And just a heads up, they're probably going to need some rework. Panels are already the worst we do for rework.
Right. Yeah.
And, I was like, so if you run into a speed bump or a speed block or something where you just can't go any further, give me a call and I'll come in and give you a hand. Well, he was quiet through that whole thing, and then it was basically like, well, Craig don't know how to switch that brush.
Right.
He just kind of had some other shit.
Set up for RMK or what?
No, it was set up for coolers, just trails.
Yeah.
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
So he, more or less, and it's like you heard about the rework now, and he wasn't sure about that. Because there is a process.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah.
So he just kind of, if you would come in, man, that would.
Did you go in again?
Oh, yeah.
You went in twice today.
Oh, yeah. So then I...
Shut the fuck up. Jeez.
It's not every day, though. I get to go home, take a sweet nap.
Dude, you rocked a nap.
And then go back. But this was around noonish or whatever. And so I called Robbie, and I'm like, all right, where are you at on these? Like, I'm not coming in and standing there with my dick in my hand.
Right.
So, like, where you at? Whatever. Found out that he's like... Between 12 and 1, he's like, we should be close, he's like, I'll have one side done probably by 12.
Yeah.
No, by like 12:30ish it was, And he's like, we should have both done in between 1 and 1:30, somewhere in there. So I told Craig at the time, so I texted him back. I'm like, hey, man, so I talked to Robbie, found out I'll be in about an hour or so.
Yeah.
And, I ended up right about the time I was leaving. My buddy stopped by to look at the electrical for that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't show up till 1:30,
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't get no calls until I was driving by the school. Craig called me. Sure. He's like, hey, are you here? I'm like, absolutely not.
Right.
Like, I got caught up with buddy looking at the truck, seeing how bad the damage was.
Yeah.
And so then... he wasn't mad, nothing. He's like, oh, no, it's fine. He's like, I just didn't know, and your help left or whatever, because he told me to grab the rail line.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he was trying to get out of work is what the fucker was doing. But then he ends up, whatever. He's like, no, but, I'll help you. I'm like, I guess I could call Jacob, but I don't expect a yes.
Can't promise that.
Yeah, and he goes, no, I'll help you.
Yeah.
He's done enough. He did his part,
Yeah.
So, then I get in there and get the shit over there and everything, and then it's Craig, Jesse, and Missy, man. Like, I actually got help. Not one of them left.
Wow.
Like, they stayed there until they were worked and washed, and then me and Missy finished them.
Hell yeah.
And that was golden, dude. It was actually pretty decent. But I mean, it wasn't quick.
Right.
I didn't get out of there because I'd be digging hit with a rib issue.
Oh my God.
But then Kyle came in and reworked them even.
Sure.
It was nice. It was
a solid team effort.
It was a definite team effort. Cool. We banded together for it. But I figured, in my head, they probably figured like, holy shit, all right, this kid's coming in after already coming in and leaving
Dude,
today,
I mean, like
on his day off, like we should probably give him a hand.
Right.
Which is just my guess of what they were thinking.
I'm sure.
I'm
sure that's what it was. All hands on deck, and I'm sure,
and Craig drove it. I'm sure he didn't really give much of a choice.
My guess was whatever you got going on today, fuck all of that. Cody's coming in again. So when he gets here, when the shit's ready, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna kill it quick together.
Absolutely. It's so my guess, and I'm sure that's what happened. And those two, or Kyle and Missy, they're all game.
Yeah, they're fucking golden, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Kyle practically took over drilling these running boards too, because of that big issue with them.
Yeah.
And I ended up leaving at 3:30. I had shit going on the one day.
Right.
And when I left, we had snapped a bit. We had fucking no closer really to getting any of these holes drilled.
Yeah.
And he stayed with Big Mike and actually
just did it
figured it out, So hats off to Kyle. Yeah. He was a team player 2 days now.
Yeah.
But I didn't end up getting out of there till close to 5. It was like
today?
Yeah, like 4:30, 5. I think I started the car at 4:30.
Yeah.
And got out of there before 5 for sure. Yeah. Probably more like around the quarter to 5.
That's fucking incredible, though.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up, man. But it made up for Wednesday. Been like, that's why I did all this too, actually, because Craig sent me a text message like after I sent him what I'll be in an hour.
Yeah.
Said I owe you. I'm like, nah, dude, we're actually squaring up right now. I was like, that shit you did for me on Wednesday with the tank situation.
Oh yeah.
That meant so much to me, man.
Yeah.
I'd do this over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, absolutely not, dude. You don't owe me shit.
Right.
That made up for everything this year for me. Like the fact that I just made a call, just told him like I might be a little late, and he's like, no, dude, take the day. Like if he has to go to the vet, anything, like take care of him, get it worked out.
Yeah.
Granted, he's a very big dog lover, so that helps.
Yeah.
But like
still,
he also has a job to do.
Yeah.
And the fact that he no questions, man, didn't even hesitate. Yeah. Like, no, dude, no, you're good, man.
Yeah.
And because he understands. He understands that I'm like him in the fact that the bond I have with that dog.
Right. That's your child. Yeah.
He's a brother to me. Yeah. Like he's a brother, a kid, a goddamn. Yeah. He's a brother, a kid, and a best friend, my therapist.
Right.
That dog is the glue that holds my mental state together right now.
Right.
Which is sometimes sad for me to have to realize that I've laid awake at night terrified for the day he goes. You know, like making a game plan years in advance.
Right.
Like, God. So that was that the whole day. And then like nothing quite went right through the day, but getting back to why we transitioned to this, it should have been said earlier about the snap.
Yeah.
But no, actually, after I get home.
Yeah.
So no, we're right on.
Yeah.
I get home and I finally, I get back into my sweats here.
Yeah.
That's why usually I'm showered.
Yeah. I'm like, you did the rework. You look awfully clean.
Well, I mean, I showered, but I mean, I usually come over. Lately, I've been coming over a little better dressed or whatever. But I mean, after the day, I'm like, nah, we're sweating it.
Right.
But after everything, I finally changed over, got done, got cleaned up, and I laid down or whatever just to start watching some TV and relax a minute. And Jess had snapped me about my morning Snapchat.
Yeah.
About, explaining everything. And I didn't look, I mean, I was pissed, but I was like faking being mad about everything. Like I still had a smile on.
Yeah.
And laughing about it. But she said, I'm sure it'll get better. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, nah, man, even a shitty day can be a good day with the right perspective.
Right.
I'm like, today was a pretty shitty day overall. Because I told her told her the situation of having to go back to work again.
Dude, you left work and you had to go back to work on your day off.
And to not, and then to like not even get off until that time,
Right.
And I don't know what she messaged me back because I forgot my phone.
Right. Yeah.
But man, that's pretty much like.
So what is with your truck? What electrical is ruining that thing?
It's pretty much just all the shit around the fucking blowing motor.
Oh, that's it though. It's not like crazy.
Well, now I don't know if you were to chase some wires, if they were shorted out anywhere else.
Right.
Oh, shit. Scissor kicked the thing. But like there is definitely going to be some, like I put the starter in myself, fixed that shit. I had a buddy helped me for the most part, but I was still under that truck.
Right.
Because I can't watch people work.
Yeah.
I have to get in there.
Right.
And like, so I was under the truck for a while too. And like, he was under the truck for a while. It was a good team effort.
Yeah.
But, fucking, what the hell? Well, and I needed him there for more than my back, actually,
right.
because I could only be out there under that truck for about like 20 minutes, and the pain in my hands was so unbearable. I had to run in.
No shit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Because of the fucking circulation. They get so fucking cold.
Well, yeah, anything above your head, I suppose.
Well,
right?
no, I'm talking like I had gloves on.
Oh, because of the cold.
Still, like I had to switch gloves. I didn't want to put my nice mountain gloves on because I'm working on a greasy truck.
Exactly, yeah.
But I ended up having to.
Oh, no.
Because of that, but I would basically switch hands.
Yeah.
I'd pull one off, like start doing some shit under there. I couldn't get that bulky glove through and like.
Yep.
So like, but it helped keep me out there for maybe like more like a half hour at a time. But the one time I rolled out of that truck, the first time, Cody didn't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, my buddy's name is Cody too.
Oh, funny. Me. Yeah.
But I roll out from underneath there. He's like, 'cause I just told him that I got something. I got both of them broke free.
Yeah.
And so I got the one broke free, the one that was a pain in the ass that broke, that actually broke.
Right.
I got that one started. The other one started, and I fucking quick roll out. I said I got him started, and then I fucking rolled out, and I'm like, you got to get under, bro. And I just started like going like this, running for the house.
Jesus.
And like it was fucking
just
bad.
Waving the hands.
I fucking run into the house.
God damn.
Like fucking pain. And I started up the stove, and I just fucking sat there tried to quickness.
Jesus,
like
get some feeling.
I couldn't move them. Like they were stiff, and finally I was starting to be able to close them.
God.
And then slowly bring them out, and like it was shit. Then I went out there. He's like, "What the fuck happened? You busted a knuckle? What?" I'm like, "No, dude. Fucking my circulation. I didn't even think about it being cold as a motherfucker.
Right.
I was wearing bibs and everything, you know. I didn't think about it being cold. Oh, dude, no way, sir. My hands were done.
Were they white?
Oh, yeah, when I pulled them out the gloves, which my hands are full of color, weird colors.
Well, yeah.
You know, most of the time.
Yeah. But like on that day, that would be your
they felt
frostbite.
But yeah, it felt like the worst frostbite you've ever had. But in actuality, it wasn't.
No.
It just, that's the pain endings now. Like, terrible,
that's what
man.
Your hands go through.
Terrible. It sucked.
Ouch.
We managed, though. We still got it done. We got it all put back together and like started and everything. And then when Cody was under there, though, originally, I was trying to get some shit done and whatnot. But he ended up wanting to pull the skid plate that was under there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would make it more accessible. But like I told him, like, yeah, man, pull it, but you're putting that fucker on. I'm like, I'm not about creating more work for myself.
Absolutely.
And so it turned out to be pretty easy for him. It was like, he's like, well, I don't know. Let's take a look at it here. And the socket size we were using for the starter bolts, same as the one that for the bolts that went under there for the skid plate.
Yeah.
But at the end there, I was once again at that pain point.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, we still got to, because we had the jack under it still. Yeah. And he goes, and I turned the jack and dropped the truck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, whatever, man. I can do it with the truck down. I'm like, what? He's like, skid plate. And I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm like, the only thing that skid plate is going to be good for is if I smack a deer or something. I'm like, that's the only time it's saving anything. Because I drive it to and from work.
Yeah.
I don't go doing anything crazy.
You know, Baja and shit.
Yeah. So a deer, if I hit a buck with horns, then we might have some concern.
Right. If it goes under even.
Right.
If it doesn't, fuck you. Let her buck.
I'm like, dude, I don't give no shits. We're good today, man. Mm-hmm. Thanks for the help. And like, come in, let's warm the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you don't have a skid plate on there now?
No, it's leaned up against my deck, but it wouldn't take much to put it on.
Right. But, wait till the fucking spring for that.
You know how fucked up it is, though, when we were going inside for smoke breaks?
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, that's funny.
That's when you know it's fucking cold,
dude,
man.
Well, and Sunday's supposed to be like crazy.
Oh, yeah, dude.
God damn it.
Yeah, man. It's fucking shit.
I know. Weather. It's going to be weather.
Yeah, well, it's going to be Minnesota weather for sure. I don't know.
Well, how about ice, too, right? Have you heard, like, so many people falling through?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess I haven't really heard a lot, but I know it's been an issue this year for sure. Yeah.
It's been just dicey, dicey ice.
Well, it's that, and then I've actually had a lot of tragic shit on ice this year. Like my buddy that died the last one that just died, who didn't commit suicide,
right?
He fucking died on the ice.
No shit.
He was driving he was an adrenaline junkie, flying probably full throttle on a 4-wheeler on the ice.
Yeah.
Somehow lost control.
Sure.
That's how he broke his back and, it killed him.
Yeah.
You know? But a lot of ice issues this year.
Yeah.
People going through, and that's never a good thing. Depending on how far you're out.
Yeah.
That's life or death.
Dude, totally.
You gotta,
I haven't been out ice fishing yet, and that's why.
As soon as you go into that water, man.
Yeah.
The clock starts. Like,
if
you ain't got a warm place to go to.
Right.
The clock starts, man. You better figure out how to get to land and land quick.
Yeah.
Or find out to get to a heated area.
Right.
Quick.
Your vehicle, if it didn't fall through, whatever,
that didn't
right?
Go through, because I've heard of a lot of vehicles going through.
Exactly.
So, man, the ice is sketch.
Dude.
Very, man.
I love fish. I love fishing.
I'll go if we're taking sleds out.
Sure.
I think.
Even then, that's why I don't. I think my father-in-law has, he's like, hey, take whatever you want, whatever you want.
Man, I mean, you can get away with real thin ice.
Yeah.
With sleds, but my buddy, that same kid, that Cody kid.
Yeah.
He fucking, he said that he was out fishing one day. And I was even wondering, I was like, really? I'll be damned. Where the fuck you go?
Right.
I was thinking to myself, there can't be much ice at all.
Right.
And he said that they were out fishing. And he said that he went to drill his hole or whatever, and he just, he said he knew something was fucking wrong when it went boom right through, he didn't even barely give it gas and it went through.
Jesus.
And he said he pulled it out and he's slowly started backing up, and he told his friend, hey buddy, let's go further towards land. Realizes just how shit got so real in a second. And both of them slowly move, spread out, kind of almost
you go
crawl.
The fuck away from me right
army
now.
Crawl damn near and get on the sled, and then go further in.
Holy shit.
He said he finally found a spot, that was, they could fish at.
6 or 8 inches. He was probably sitting on 2.
Dude, no, we're talking 1. He's
no
he's
shit.
There was no way that was more than an inch thick.
1 inch thick is still the
but that's what he said. He's there's no way it was more than an inch.
No.
He's there was no way it was more.
Oh,
it was rough.
Dude, all my life, even to this day, my dad would say he'll go out, but he's scared fucking shitless.
Oh,
but
he's not having it.
No. All my life, I've never been ice fishing until I married into an ice fishing family, right? All my life, my dad's do not go on the ice. You're going to fall through. So, I mean, like a good little boy, right? I listened. My dad knows everything. And then my dad doesn't know anything. And then now my dad knows everything, right? But it's kind of how...
You said you weren't going ice fishing.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay,
because, I was going to fall through because that's just what dad said. You're not going, you're going to fall through. Okay.
And when you encounter 10 inches of ice sometimes... when people, an 8-inch ice auger. Well, no. Whatever. When you have to put the extension on your auger.
Right.
When you actually see that.
Yeah.
You're oh, fuck. I think
we're going to be fine. Okay.
Or even, just when it's a normal, your normal everyday thickness. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. At normal, when you're not... You don't put the extension on, but it just takes the one. It still
takes a solid push. You're Jesus, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Or
and 18 inches, I'm pretty comfortable
That's what we did. We had a friend, he was one of my muscle people back when the dealing days, whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
He came with me to Roseau for a weekend, and I didn't tell him where we were going. He just... You know?
Yeah.
He was just down for it. Yeah, I'm done for anything you want to do today, you know? I was like, all right, well, we're going to go to a shack or whatever and basically drink all day. And
you didn't say shack on the ice, though,
no,
right?
I did not. And we were driving, you know, and all of a sudden we're about a mile out on the ice, and he's like, he starts seeing the houses and shit. He's like, it's like a fucking like a, what the fuck is going on out here? He's like, why? And I was laughing or whatever. He's like, I'm like, well, what the fuck does it look like, dude? He's like, it kind of looks like a big open field with party
Shut the
shacks.
fuck up.
He's like, but it can't be that.
A big open field.
Well, yeah, he'd never even seen.
Oh, no shit.
He'd never even seen this shit.
Sure.
And finally I was like, no, dude, we're going fishing. We got a nice house out there. We're going fishing. And he's like, kind of watching it register. He's like, so we are driving on the ice right now? I'm like, yeah. And he just starts rolling his window down. He's like, well, what the fuck if we go through? He's like, don't you have your windows down like to get out? And it's like the middle of winter. Like I'm talking, it'd been a cold winter.
Yeah.
Ice fishing was going on early that year even.
Sure.
And I was just laughing at him. I'm like, dude, you're fine, man. And he's like, dude, well, how thick is the ice? And so when we got out there I had him take the auger. I'm like, go outside and drill a hole with this. Yeah,
right.
And that's, he
like
didn't even know how to work it. I showed him how to fucking work the damn auger.
Yeah.
I was like, step outside. No, I'm serious. Drill a hole. Don't you want less holes? I'm like, dude. I'm like, brother, drill a hole.
Right.
I'm like,
I went through the same thing first time going out there. Yeah.
I told him, like, man, I'm not a huge ice fisherman, and I'm not worried. I don't want to lose my life for anything, dude.
Right.
So I'm like, Gary, here you go. Go out and drill a hole. And when you heard him going, and then you heard stop and fucking Christ. And then he keeps going. And then finally when he pulled it, then it went all the way through. He goes, what do I do when it goes through? Like, fire, just turn it back on and pull it out. You know? And then he looked. And like he looked in. He's like, now what? I gave him the scooper. I'm like, now look in there. Yeah. How thick that is.
It's probably one of those 36-inch fucking
holes.
It
was a good one, man. And like this was also a 10-inch auger.
Oh, Jesus.
So like you could really see.
Yeah.
And he just, oh, whoa. No way. I'm like, yeah, dude. That's how thick it is.
Right.
Like,
that's how fucking cold it gets.
Even your big ass ain't going through. Like, damn, guy. I'm like, now bring that auger in so we can get our shit done. Yeah. It was a permanent house, but they hadn't been out in a while. So like there was some ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck yeah, dude. Unreal. Funny as hell.
No shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Before I'm done here, what time is it?
We're at 10:42.
Oh, fucker.
I know. Yeah. I was like, I was trying to like,
I didn't see you
show
doing nothing that.
Yeah.
You could have just interrupted. I interrupt you all the time and be like, hey, wait, just, but, anyway, before I'm done, then I'm gonna finish this out by bragging about my fucking 7-year-old niece.
All right, yeah.
Can quote parts of Martin Luther King's speech. I Had a Dream speech.
No shit.
Like verbatim.
Wow.
What? I mean, the schools have obviously been teaching them.
Sure.
She came home today. Came to my mom's today and was like, well, not today. I think one of these days.
Yeah.
And said, like talking about Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
And how he's the reason that she's able to go to school with her black friends.
Wow.
So already identifies diversity and like how like blacks have been treated throughout their like historically. She understands that.
Yeah.
And she can also, without reading it in front of her, quote the like not the entire thing from the back, but like good sections.
Dude,
like,
I couldn't tell you anything.
No,
but I have a dream.
I used to know parts of it, but I'm here to tell you used to.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember now. Like
right.
She fucking can run through enough. Like my mom was blown the fuck away, impressed. Like she's smart. I always say like, and like my mom's like, she's smarter than I was at 7. I'm like, fuck ma, she's smarter than me now. Like, damn, her memory is definitely better than me now.
That's awesome.
Probably the best memory, like her memory right now.
Yeah.
Where it's not even the best she'll experience is better than mine will ever be or has ever been.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that little girl, man, she's got a bright future.
Hell yeah.
And like, she ain't going to go down the road I did. I mean, number one, her parents.
Yeah.
I think, they're already, it's just hard to say because me and my sister were raised very well. Yeah. We were raised with morals. We were both raised fucking perfect. Yeah. Had a great childhood. I can't say, like a lot of addiction comes from broken homes and like that wasn't me. Right. I lived from a very, very, I was spoiled as fuck too. So like a pampered, I'd even say, childhood. Yeah. And fucking obviously Connie went one way. Yeah. I went the other. Yeah. Now there's 2 kids there. They're both girls, but like, I think that they're just, both of them have had to experience siblings with addiction. So I think they're both ready. Yeah. Like to be able to come at it level-headed and maybe just educate rather than scare. Right. And whatnot. And like I push that on anybody. Don't scare them. Educate. Right. Because they're going to hit an age where they find out you're fucking lying. Right. But
dude, prime example is today. This real fast. Like that house out there, right? That wood pile of house, if you will. I drove in and I was instantly mad, and Molly knew. She stopped and her face just went, ugh, right? Just, because I'm like, God damn it. Now we got to fucking put all that away. Yeah. But then it switched to, whatever. Like, we got to put all that away anyway. Who gives a shit? You guys created that? Fuck yeah.
She thought she was in trouble and shit, right? Exactly. Yeah. Well, and that's, I don't know. Like, I think fear is a way to control. I don't want to control my kid. I want to educate to the point of him doing this kind of shit on his own or something like that. Yeah. And like, I encourage that more. I mean, there's definitely a point in a kid's life where discipline is very necessary. Yeah. But like, over discipline your kids, that shit's rough.
No, it's not going to go anywhere. I just
see them kids are like, they either rebel harder than ever, or they grow up as a snowflake and they're scared as fuck as ever.
Exactly, and it's the extreme. Yeah, and it's not anywhere in between.
No, but they're the type of person that not only like their comfort zone is smaller, but they will not go out of it. Right. But
But she really she killed it. Like she's in it.
Hell yeah, no, dude, man, for sure. But like with if they can't or something ends up going wrong, like obviously I ain't in the position of anything, like, but with them two, I see it, they're kick-ass parents, you know what I mean? They got that shit locked down. Yeah. But and I know, like I said, like with them both experiencing it in their families, like hell yeah, dude, they're gonna be ready, and I'm sure they have their own approach. Yeah. Whether it is educate over fear. Yeah. I could see Jeremy definitely like, you know what? If you do, I'm gonna whoop you that ass. Like here, I'm gonna educate the thing. But if you take that education and use it the wrong way, right? Granted, you get your ass beat. But then like for backup, my ass is here, right? And like you can, and like I can tell, and like I already said, I think in a different one that like it's odd to see a 7-year-old girl understand the whole premise of like when I was with her swimming that day, how I look and how I present my, like, you know what I mean? Like how she understands that kids are seeing what I am, or like, like, oh, that's just my Uncle Cody, like she can get that she, like the public probably don't look at me the same as they look at her. Right. Or even like the same as they look at her mom and dad. Right. They're like is that guy with you? She understands that I'm judged differently. Yeah. Like shit of that nature. Right. Which is just scary smart.
At like 7.
And like I wouldn't even say scary smart. That's scary advanced. Yeah. Like brain development.
It's like empathy. empathy,
right. That was gonna
self-awareness.
I was gonna say I don't remember what part of the brain that would be, but it's like they're smart, but then there's people that are dumb that are smart.
Dude, there's IQ versus EQ.
Right, but there's people that they can't detect sarcasm.
Exactly.
Like others can.
Yeah.
Like this chick is not only smart, but her brain awareness, like
her emotional quotient.
Dude,
that's what EQ is, right?
Crazy.
She's probably really...
She's advanced, bro.
EQ high and IQ high, right?
Like that's her awesome. Age, man, she's just crazy. And I get now I'm starting to understand more and more why she has problems with like that anxiety and stuff. Like has to talk to someone. She should not be that developed at her age in her brain. Like I think she's more like a kid. Remember, like when I described it, not a worry in the world. Not Cam.
Right. Yeah.
Cam has worries.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I wouldn't shock me if she was worried about like her parents being able to make the bills right now.
Right.
Shit that she should not be worried about at her age. Not that they do, but it's just like that's the type of thing that she could be.
That's a big deal.
I just swear, man, but hopefully that means that she'll be able to work through that a lot quicker and a lot younger, and then eventually develop into blossom and come out of her shell and crush it.
Yeah.
Cause I think she's gonna be something great, man. And granted, she's my niece. I'm supposed to say that shit. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it like she could be not even my like family.
Yeah.
And I think like just
you still kind of go.
If it was like one of my buddy's daughters.
Yeah.
And I could notice this shit.
Yeah.
I would still be talking at this podcast like this person is gonna be.
Yeah.
I don't know what. But I swear, man, I think she's gonna do something.
Yeah.
Like go somewhere and be something big and great.
Hell yeah.
Now I don't know what field, obviously. Yeah. But just that's not fucking normal for a 7-year-old.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
Example being when I was 7 when my dad passed.
Yeah.
Now granted, I bottled it up and whatnot, but if you think that emotionally and mentally I was capable of grasping totally what that meant.
Right.
No.
Right.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
But when their dog died last, I felt like when me and her were talking about it.
Yeah.
She grasped that. Like she knew it wasn't I don't know, she just understood it better and actually fully comprehended what it meant for that dog to be gone, and die and whatnot. I think
that's nuts.
So if one of them two went, there would be no bottling it up. I think
she would already know how to go through the motions. And emotions.
I mean, she wouldn't be bottling it up. I mean, she would feel that deeply.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's an age when if they're you think somebody died, like a grandparent died.
Yeah.
They can't comprehend what that quite fully means.
Right. I don't know what grandma going away means.
Yeah. But I think she would fully be aware.
Yeah.
Fully comprehend it.
Right.
And I think which means she's going to get over it faster because she's going to grieve.
Right.
She's not going to.
Because she knows how.
Yeah, man. And it's
people who are grown adults, even into their old age, you are well past 65, 75, 85, 95. They still can't. They don't understand grieving and the process. And she's 7 and she's got to figure it out.
I think she could skip some of the steps of grieving. There's the denial.
Yeah.
The acceptance part, she'd go to acceptance to healing, I think.
Yeah.
No, there'd be the acceptance.
Yeah.
The actual, the emotional side of it. And but she wouldn't hit that denial. She wouldn't hit any of that thing. I think she's a realist.
Yep.
She understands, which it's great that she's not lying to herself. She's definitely a realist. I can see that.
Yeah.
But still, to have all that, but to still be that age and have an imagination is fucking amazing.
Doing both sides.
Yeah, man.
That's
I
great.
bet that's crazy cool. Yeah. But I don't know. But anyway, I got places to be tonight.
Right, guys. There it is.
Yeah, it went longer than Spoda, I guess, but hell, we're all right.
Good stuff. All right.
If old buddy Paul fell asleep, he just said to fucking blow him up.
Wake him up and go.
Yep, and I think I need it just as much as, I think that's why he said that, because he just wants me out there. Because I didn't tell you this part. We'll record this anyway.
Yeah.
I found out, though, that I was doing drugs again the other day.
You found out that you were doing drugs?
I got told that. I'm like, fuck. News to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks for informing me, though. I'm going to have to cut that shit out right now.
Yeah.
And then I was
anybody listening, Cody is doing drugs,
and
obviously.
I was all sarcastic about it, right?
Yeah.
And I just blew it off. And then I got told, essentially, ask kind of if I was. And my response to it or whatever is basically I don't know. I'm like, no, I said, it doesn't matter what the fuck I tell you.
Yeah.
If you already believed it or jumped to that.
Right.
I'm like, I can tell you whatever the fuck I want. You're going to leave thinking whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm like, and of course, you whatever the fuck. But I told myself after getting out, when I finally was I got out of fucking jail and everything was fucking done. I would not be talked down to again or talked to like I'm inferior or a child again.
Yeah.
So that was over. And the second thing, I'm like, I will never waste energy or time giving a fuck what somebody else thinks about me again.
Hell yeah.
So I just don't. And I just understand that there's a beautiful thing in individuals here. I can't change the fact that they're entitled to their opinion.
Sure.
And no matter what I do, man, I can't force their opinion to change.
Right.
So I'm
if they heard that you're doing drugs,
there's the people who will just be, oh, fuck he is.
Dude, yeah.
And
of course, just like Cody before.
If I go ahead and tell them, no, I'm not, they're going to go, well, of course you would say that.
Right.
He's going to tell me? You know what the fucked up thing is where I'm at now mentally and where I'm at in my life? I would.
Yeah.
I fucking would be honest with it.
Yeah.
But and I have been in this podcast, I always say, throughout, since I've been out of jail.
Yeah.
I ain't been perfect, man. You know, I've struggled with this and that. And but I'm not on fucking a guy, even when I had to go in and get off my Ambien.
Yeah.
That was because I fucking dove into that shit.
Sure.
And I didn't really know it. I guess that was the scary one.
Yeah.
Embarrassing as fuck.
Yeah.
Because the place I'm going now is where I came to.
Yeah.
But when I black out, I thought I went to bed.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. I got up.
Yeah.
And dove into it. The addict was behind the wheel.
Sure.
So I knew he was very much alive at that moment.
Yeah.
But still, I've had fucking just... where a guy will slip, fall to the knee, and get right back up. There's two choices you make when that happens.
Yeah.
Stand up and use it to build strength on it. Or just, a lot of people do is say, fuck it.
Right.
And then they're like, well, I already fucked up once, better go head on into it.
Yeah.
No, man. No.
Right.
But I think so, because of that, I'm trying to be as honest as I can, but, I can't, that's still, even honesty, 1.5 years, my job, the people that see me at my job who would fucking vouch.
Right.
None of that is going to be even none of that will change someone's opinion, man.
Not at all.
Unless.
It's the same old Cody.
Yep.
Quote unquote, the same old.
Fucking closet.
Right.
He's just, he's just lying to us all.
Yeah.
And it's a bitch. Because I fucking can't stress that enough. I ain't been perfect, but I fucking have been great.
Yeah.
Fucking stellar. But I ain't been flawless without flaw, man.
Right.
But bitch, I've been fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Really good. So, and Brian Hulse got asked about it.
Yeah.
Even. And he said, he's and I take my hat off to that man. He can fucking tell.
Yeah.
He can spot that shit.
Yeah.
But his answer, because I asked him about it, because it's a mutual friend of ours too that asked him, and he's like, I thought, like, man, at work that kid is still fucking aces. You know?
And that's the way he's. So let me tell you this about Brian, right? This is a long time ago, when Brian first started, he goes, he's a hell of a worker when he shows up. And this isn't news to you, because this is what you've been always told,
and that,
right?
Showing up, there's two meanings to that. Yeah.
Right. And then, he's like, if he shows up, that's how I know.
Right. Well, and that's actually what he said too. He's like, he's been showing up and everything ain't been missing. It's not only that though, but if I show up, because I'll show up and be a pile of shit, man.
Yeah.
But
it's both ways.
But I didn't show up fucking mentally, or Cody didn't show up.
Right.
A shell of a man showed up.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And you'll see me deteriorating. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
It's so fast, man. It's because now I actually have learned who I am. Yeah. The drugs will kill who I am immediately, and I'll be that dude I was prior to jail and shit. Yeah. So, and I know you didn't meet that kid, so that almost benefits you better. Right. Because you would it's noticeable. Right. Let's just say that.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And Brian has known me throughout, been in, in and out contact my whole life. Yeah. So not my whole life, but throughout the years. Yep. And man, I guarantee he would see it immediately. Yeah. And here and there though, he'll he'll look at me from a ways away and stop and look at me and go, like tis like don't. And he's like, he's like more or less like, don't be fucking up now, dude. Right. Because he him and Broughton are the two people that would fucking backhand me, take me out and slap me the fuck around with love to tell me, straighten the fuck up, dude. Yeah. We're not letting this happen. Right. We're a lot of them Fairweather friends, more or less, will encourage it, you know? Yeah. And people don't like to see you get out of that hole. Yeah. As soon as they see you with your hands on the surface pulling, they're right there to grab your leg. Right. To either hope you pull them out with them. Right. Or to pull you down in. And I want to be at the top, reaching in to pull out. I can't pull myself out and pull you out at the same time. Right. Until I'm stable enough and strong enough. Once I'm strong enough, I'll reach back in. Right. And I do already slightly. I'm yelling at him, encouraging him to reach. Right. But, I'm just not strong enough to be saving people yet. Right. But yeah, man, I don't know. It just was, it's funny. And that's how I've been wording it the whole time is, so I found out I'm high again. Pretty fucked up, but I didn't even know. Right. It happened so quick. Wasn't even aware.
That's it's the beautiful part about where we live too.
Well, it's small town, and a lot of them have seen my cycles, and and I did this. Yeah, I can't like them. I also have an opinion, but like them, I'm not an idiot, and I know why their opinion is the way it is. Right. I have been sober. Yeah. Plenty of times. Yeah. So, hey, I know I'm just trying to do better than yesterday. And that's every aspect. Right. Trying to be better than yesterday.
Dude, right. It's not even drugs. That's literally just life.
And let's say tomorrow I fucked up. The next day I'm just trying to do better than that. Right. And it's this whole fucking, it's not a cookie cutter answer to this. Right. If it was, there wouldn't be this problem. Yeah. We wouldn't be living in a world right now where addiction rate is such a fuck. We would have the answer. Yeah. Just wham.
It would be done.
Take two, call me in the morning. We don't have an answer.
There is none.
No, man. So
take two and call me in the morning.
Yeah,
that'd be sweet.
Like that. Well, it kind of is like that because they get you off of one thing and onto another. Right. That's still the method.
Different process.
Still the method, but they don't cure any addiction. They create a new one, a different one. Yeah. Kill the old one, but create.
We'll make a billable one.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Fucking insurance.
The good people get the money.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you, man. Yeah. All right, Cody Ray is out.
You got it. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, and share. Support us. We love you guys.
Support. We don't need many, or just go and like the page.
Exactly.
We don't need many more, and we can start going live on Facebook.
Exactly. Please.
It's like less than 10. We're single digits.
Exactly. Hell yeah. All right. Bye for now.